Good morning.
Good morning.
You're not Marie.
You're very perceptive.
I know. So Marie decided she doesn't want to co-host anymore. So I had to find someone else to tell me a story this morning. And I decided I'm gonna ask my husband, who is
Mallorca.
in Mallorca at the
Yes,
moment, and
yes, yes.
how why he is there, he's gonna tell us in another story. But this time you're gonna talk about
Yeah,
how you manifested a job in a really, really cool way.
yes. Not just a job, but my dream job.
That's it.
And not just a dream job, but a job I didn't even know existed. So this is a really mind-blowing story.
Sorry, we had to interrupt our session.
Oh, are you the new co-host? Oh, FM. Of course. It
FNM.
fits.
Yes, we got it.
It fits. Now you have to be on every call.
Oh, you do, Maui. Yeah, sorry. Chopstick wanted to play with him, and then it gets very loud here, so I had to pick him
Oh,
up and rescue him. Sorry. Do you want to start your story again?
yeah. Oh, I'll try and focus. Um, okay, so this goes back to around 2017 to 2019, that time, when we were living in the UK. And I was working as an engineer for a car company, like a luxury car company. And I was super stressed at the time. It was a really high pressure job, very demanding, tight deadlines, you name it, everything. And I noticed that people that were working with me in the different teams, finance, marketing, design, everyone was pulling in different directions. And I really didn't like that. And I could see how that was causing actually a lot of our problems.
Hmm.
So I ended up forming this group that came together with all those different people from different parts of the company, where we started collaborating together and learning about each other's worlds rather than, fighting and complaining about each
Hmm.
other. And anyway, through time, that actually went really well, and I like really enjoyed it. And before I knew it, I started actually enjoying that same job. And then just at that moment when I was like on a high in my career, um, things started happening in the outside world. So one of the biggest things was Brexit. So without wanting to go at all into the politics of that, who wants to talk about Brexit? But that was like a big thing for you and I, wasn't it? Because with you being German, we weren't married at the time. Us having the dogs as well, and all the red tape that was possibly going to happen with dogs.
Yeah,
So, yeah, so we decided for that
I think
reason.
I decided, and you had to you had to follow. But I remember I decided, no, I want to go back to Germany, to Berlin specifically. And
Yeah,
it was like one one morning, I was like, no, I'm done. I want to go. And then I had made the decision just for myself, not for
yeah,
you.
that's true.
Yeah. And then you thought about it and you decided to come with us. Or
I
what?
did
Yes.
with you, yeah. Well, with all, yeah, with Chopstick at the time as well. So yeah,
And Maui.
and Maui, and my Chopstick and Maui. So
Mhm.
yeah, we made the decision, or I came on board with this decision eventually, um, and we were already starting to dream a little bit about what our life could look like, what work could look like. And I remember good timing with you sipping on a coffee. I remember saying that I would love my job to be where, I just meet people and we have coffee together and we chat about work,
Yes.
um, and how we could do things better and blah blah blah. And actually, what I didn't mention was when I was working for that car company, and because I loved what I described, pulling people together from different parts of the company, uh, improving together
Mm.
as one team. I actually wrote my ideal job down on paper. I gave myself a job title called Continuous Improvement Leader. And I put it on the vision board. It was like an email signature.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, yes. I remember I also made something for you on Photoshop that represented that type of job.
oh, you
Yeah.
did. You
That people were
did.
high-fiving or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it was people high-fiving, and you'd replace that guy's head with my
Your
head.
face. Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. Wow, this story's got even more
Yeah.
details than I remember. Yeah, so yeah, that high-fiving, that represented the feeling. Just that, yes, we're doing this together and it feels awesome. And the continuous improvement lead, it was like the kind of stuff that I would be doing. Is I wrote it all down, I pitched it to my bosses. They said, it sounds great, but unfortunately our hands are tied. We can't give you that job.
Mm.
Yeah, but you can do the stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway. So we got to Berlin, just fast forwarding now. We eventually got to Berlin, and we were there for a couple of months, right? Uh, living in this apartment.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
manifested an apartment and then we manifested another apartment, which is
yeah.
another story. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So we were in this sort of temporary apartment, and you had a job, which meant I had time to look for a job, but also because I was clueless, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do. I generally knew, you know, continuous improvement leader, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
but I had no clue what was out there.
You
So I
knew the
started,
feeling of what
yeah,
the job you wanted, but you didn't
oh
know the name of what,
yeah,
or if there
yeah,
even was a job out there that,
yeah.
right?
Exactly that. So I was just, I'm pretty sure I made a decision. I'm just going to get out there, meet people, talk to them, tell them who I am and what I'm about, and see what happens. And that's basically what I started doing. I started learning a bit more about what's out there. And then one day, a friend of mine, he sent me a message who I'd known from a previous company I worked with in the UK. He knew that I'd moved to Germany and I was looking for a job. And he said, oh, I found this job description and I thought of you. I was like,
Mhm.
okay. I took a look at it and it was something called Scrum Master, which I was like, I'd never heard of that before, didn't even know it existed. And I started looking at the description and my mind was blown. It's like so much of the stuff on that list was really close to what I'd written down.
Yeah.
Like continuous improvement is a huge part of what you do in Scrum. I then started diving deep into this whole new world of Scrum and Agile. So Agile is this like even better job that I discovered after. So Scrum was just the beginning,
Hmm.
and I really fell in love with that one. Uh, and I felt like this job just feels through and through like me. I couldn't describe it. It was just a feeling. I was like, this is me. And anyway, I went to all these agile meetups, and I ended up applying for jobs as an agile
Yeah.
coach for these companies. Now, people had told me that you've got to start in Scrum and work your way up to agile. But I ended up actually landing a job with a company, like with almost no qualifications on paper. I did I did one online course, you know that, which took me like a week, if that,
Yeah. If even. Yeah. I
if
would.
even.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the only thing I had on paper. Everything else was like engineering, nothing to do with agile. So yeah, but I felt it. And you remember there was all these interviews I was going through, three or four, and I was getting really frustrated because that nothing was landing, and it felt like I was trying too hard to
Hmm.
impress them and to convince them.
Hmm.
And then that one day there was that breaking moment where I had one interview before the one I actually got, and I was like, oh, I can't believe, like, again, it's not the one.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be myself. Like
Exactly.
I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna chat to this person, be myself, whatever. And
Yeah,
that,
and you made in your head like you decided that it's them, they have to apply with you as much as you have to apply with them, right?
yeah, yeah, you're right, because I was putting them up like on a pedestal, and
Exactly.
yeah, I was beneath them kind of thing.
Hmm.
So yeah, and that's really what it felt like when I got on this call. It flowed so well, like really good energy. And I later learned after I joined the company and got the job, this girl who interviewed me, she said she closed her laptop straight after that meeting, and one of her colleagues was in the room, and she told her colleague, "We have to hire this guy."
Yes.
Like she was like, yeah, one of the best interviews she'd had, and like I felt it one of the best interviews I had. Like, yeah, so I got there, and it was just incredible. I was in tears actually in the
Mm.
first week, in tears of joy,
Mm.
sitting around with my agile coach team, and we were like having like a ritual together. We were like sitting in silence in a circle and just like sharing the first thing that came to mind,
Mm.
and just hearing each person out in a state of listening and openness. And I was like, this is incredible. Like I'd never experienced anything like that at work before, but it really felt like me.
Sorry, the dogs are starting to play
No
again.
problem.
But I think that was the end of the story anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that was a very cool story. I loved that one. You did really well.
Me too. Thank you.
And then next time we're going to hear the other story on how you manifested becoming a celebrant.
Yay. My next dream job. Yeah.
Your next dream job. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Then thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.